So what do you want to do and have to do if you don't want to be on a plane like this? Well, that can prove easier said than done. Aviation journalist Seth Kaplan with us right now. Seth, I mean, just because you get wind that the particular flight you're planning is one of these jets in question, a MAX 8, doesn't necessarily mean that they can't swap out a plane or get you a different plane, or all of a sudden it's swapped out with another MAX 8, right?
Exactly, Neil. That's how it works. And, you know, for perspective, because look, people have asked me, would I get on one? The answer is, yeah, I get on one, because there have been 250,000 MAX 8 flights. I just checked that a few minutes ago. It's DO schedule data since this plane started flying. And obviously, we've had 2 disasters, and that's too many. I'm a little surprised that how slowly the FAA, Boeing, and the airlines are moving here, as sort of the cost of grounding them goes down, because so many of them are just kind of de facto grounded around the world. But as a customer, look, there's the flat tire rule. You know, you show up late with at least these airlines that are using the MAX. So we're talking here American, Southwest in the U.S., Air Canada, WestJet, United flies the MAX 9. You show up late for a flight, you miss the flight. Generally, they're just going to put you on the next flight where there's an available seat. But as you said, no guarantee that that one won't be a MAX as well.
You know, well, the one thing that is curious, though, Seth, is what you do if you feel, as a customer, a little bit leery of flying on this particular plane. I know what you're saying, and I know the odds right now, even though this was involved in 2 eerily similar crashes, doesn't necessarily mean that they're at all connected. But if you just want to feel on the safe side, it's not as if airlines are going to cut a break for you or allow you to swap out. So that would be a lot easier said than done, right?
Yeah, and that's right now they're taking the position that it's safe. You know, that's what they're saying. And look, I believe that they believe that, because there's so much risk to being wrong here. Nobody wants to be the person that's wrong. On the other hand, you know, what we've seen here in the past 5 months, these 2 crashes with a brand new type, the 2 big disasters in the world, you know, have both been this one kind of plane that makes up, what, less than 1% of the global fleet. You can't blame people for being worried, and you can't blame other countries and airlines for doing what they've done. So again, yeah, as long as they're taking the position that it's safe, I kind of don't think they're going to, on the other hand, put out some kind of a policy saying that you don't have to fly one, which is not to say that at the airports more quietly that agents aren't kind of, you know, maybe using some judgment. Again, you know, if you were to show up late for a flight, if you happen to know that the next one to where you're going is not a MAX 8, it would probably be kind of like you got a flat tire on the way to the airport, and they'd probably just stick you on the next flight where there's availability, which, you know, that's obviously taking a different kind of chance.
Yeah, you're rolling the dice on a lot of matters there. Thank you very, very much, my friend. Seth Kaplan joining us.
You got it, Neil.
Boeing, of course, is a key Dow component. It led